So here we are in Navarro College at Corsicana, Texas, and I am standing here with Dustin. And now, Dustin, you are just starting your third semester. So you just completed your full first year and you just came off your summer internship. Tell us a little bit about how that first internship went with you.
It went really well. I got to work on a lot of the equipment. Definitely got to work on some new stuff that I've never worked on before, especially when it comes to construction equipment. We get quite a bit of construction equipment for a green dealership.
What are some of the funnest things that you worked on this summer?
I would have to say the funnest things probably would be the combines. Just something about the complicated parts of the combine. It's just very interesting because of how they work.
So how did you feel going into this last summer, right? You just completed your 2 semesters of college. How much more confident were you than when you first started like the year and a half before?
I was definitely way more confident, especially since I knew how everything worked around there. And
because of your mentorship program, right? So before the first year starts, our ag techs, we have a mentorship program, and what that is all of our ag techs will go to the shop that full summer before they go to the first year of school and get familiarized with the shop.
And then after going my first year to the college at Navarro College, I have learned more about the equipment I've been working on, especially electronics. And that's where I've had more of my issues. But after going to the school, I got the electronics down more, and it definitely made it a lot better out in the shop.
So before choosing the ag tech program, you could have gone to many different industries and many different jobs. Now that you've chosen this career path, is there any part of you that you're like, I wish I really didn't, or maybe I should have done this? What are you feeling inside right now?
I'm feeling that is definitely the right decision. I have 0 second thoughts about it. And I wouldn't be where I am if I didn't go if I went somewhere else. Because I was not really planning on going to college. I was just planning on just going straight into work. But once I found out about the program, it really brought my interest up for college. And it's given me a lot better opportunity than I would have had before, that I would have never even thought of having.
For you, what excites you about the ag industry, being a technician in the ag industry?
I would have to say what excites me the most is getting to really see how this equipment works compared to anything else. Because it's a whole different ball game compared to automotive or anything like that. And
what are some of the differences?
I'd have to say how it is working on the equipment versus the vehicles, the overall size of everything, the way everything works, like for example a combine, the way it thrashes the wheat. I've always wondered how it works.
And obviously the hydraulics that you don't have on vehicles. And so if there's a young man right now looking at this video and he's like, man, I've worked on cars, but man, that big stuff, I've never really touched it, and I may be afraid of it's so big. What would you tell this person?
Personally, I think working on the equipment is a lot easier than automotive. You got a lot more room to work. Now granted, you got a lot heavier parts you're messing with, like your heavy wheel weights, the engines are way heavier, everything's way heavier and bigger, but I'd have to say it's easier to work on.
And you got cranes, obviously.
Yes.
You can use your cranes and knowing how to use them.
Yes, sir. You got cranes, forklifts, whatever you need to move it around. So it's not really much of a big deal with the extra weight.
Most of the people watching this video, Dustin, did not grow up on a farm. They maybe didn't grow up around the ag industry, right? They're looking for a solid job because the ag industry is a very thriving industry. It's something that our country needs. It's going to be here 10 years from now, 20 years from now. But let's say someone didn't grow up with that. Can they still have an amazing career and be a great technician in this ag industry even with no prior experience on the farm?
I believe so. Because I never grew up on a farm. But my last few years of high school, I did work for a farmer. But at the time, I only knew automotive. And when I started working for the farmer, I was working on his equipment, and I knew immediately what to do on the equipment, because a lot of it was pretty same general
Yeah.
concept. So, it's definitely, I believe anybody could do it as long as they put their mind to it.